I have highlighted recently the trend we've seen since the last general election, which is Labour down, Tories pretty much steady in their support, maybe going up a bit, going down a little bit, but Reform really emerging as the big gainers in support since the election. And many of you saying, well, this is just polls, what does that matter? We actually have now some local by-election results that back up this trend, actually. Before I get to that, though, of course, next May, a huge set of local elections. And I've covered councillors joining Reform. We've seen it in Essex, in Tendring, in Southend. We've seen 3 councillors join in Wales. And we've also now seen a councillor in Bolsover, indeed the former leader of the council's Conservative group, joining Reform, Councillor Carol Wood, leaving the Tories with only 2 councillors in the area, which is Labour dominated. But yeah, in terms of some pretty striking results recently, and of course this is where Reform are going to be looking to build their support next May in those big set of local elections. Just look at some of these results that you're starting to see now, and it backs up the national trends. So if we look at Crewe West here, council by-election recently, Labour holding on, but down pretty substantially there, down nearly 20 points. Reform going from nowhere to over 26% and in second place there. The Tories down slightly in third place on 17%. And of course, that is going to be the big challenge for whoever the next Conservative leader is, whether it's Robert Jenrick, Kemi Badenoch. Those 2, of course, emerging with the biggest backing from MPs in the first round of the Tory leadership race. But we see similar again here in Kent, another council by-election. Lib Dems down there pretty substantially, 12 points, still clinging on again. But who's in second place? It isn't the Conservatives as the main challenger. It's Reform, again, going from nowhere, in this case, to getting close to 27%. And that is now the challenge for Reform, isn't it? Emerging as the main challenger all over the country, something that whether it's Robert Jenrick, whether it's Kemi Badenoch, whether it's another Conservative leadership candidate, they're going to try and stop that. Pretty clear here that Reform going from standing starts to some pretty substantial local vote shares. As ever though, guys, I will keep bringing you all the latest on this and more, so please do whack this video a quick thumbs up, and of course, as ever, cheers for watching.